Okay, we're gonna go outside now as designer Micheal Lambie invites us into his back garden.
This backyard was a small patio and a lot of grass that we weren't really going to use. What we wanted is an outdoor space that we can entertain and lounge. So what we did, we created a few different living spaces. One is sort of the living room outside, where you have your sofa, your area rug, and elements where a group of people can sit down and enjoy. We also wanted an area for sunbathing, which is just quiet and doesn't require a lot of space. Just a couple of loungers achieves that. Now, when you're designing your space, be honest about how you're going to use it. We knew we weren't going to do a lot of outdoor dining here, so just a small table with a few chairs sufficed enough to create what we wanted. But the main motivation for creating this backyard space is that we really wanted a pool. There's no more exciting way to be outside, to exercise and to spend time with the kids than splashing around in the water, especially when you add a hot tub too. But the real feature that we love for ambiance, for sound, is the waterfall. It creates a great background even if you're not using the pool itself.
I'm so jealous. A pool is a great feature if you have the space and the budget. If you've ever wondered how much you need of each, Michael's here now in studio getting some love with the lowdown. You know, when you come to Cityline as a designer and then you show us your yard, you have to expect the entire staff of Cityline to end up at your house at some point.
Pool party.
It's just the initiation. Yes, we get to come over.
No problem. You're all welcome.
Gorgeous space. And I mean, a lot of people think, okay, a pool, you're going to be spending a ton of money. That's not necessarily the case, because we're going to start with sort of the easiest and the lowest budget. You can get an above ground pool, right?
Yeah, we all seen those, the round above ground kind of wading pools.
Yep.
You just sit it there. You don't really need much space, and you can get in those really modestly, $3,300, $3,500.
Right.
You can actually buy them and put them together yourself, or for a few $100, they'll install them yourself.
Do you need to have any special kind of ground underneath it? Can it be grass? Can it be brick?
No, not for those ones where it's sitting there, but ideally the most level as possible, because if it's not level, you're already going to see it in the water line.
Totally.
But those ones just sit on anything.
Now let's go up a little bit. We're going to show you a picture of a pool that's actually an above ground, but you've partially built a bit of deck there, so it looks almost like it's a little bit more built in.
Right, so this is the same idea, it's just larger. You can go like 12, this is like 8 by 12 feet, so you have a little bit more budget, but what you can do is you can have your ladder where you climb over it, or if you build your decking to it, it's more of a gradual, and it feels, at least when you're on the deck, that you're going into an in-ground pool.
Yes, so that's kind of cool.
For about $8,000, you can get into this one.
Okay, we're up to $8,000, all right? You still with me?
We're gonna start jumping, we're gonna start jumping.
We're gonna start jumping. All right, let's take a look at this next pool designs. We're spending a little bit more money. Ooh, that's beautiful. So what would this be? This is in-ground, but it's small.
Is it
in-ground?
It's not in-ground, but what happens is these ones are kind of in-ground. So they're sort of.
They're like half?
It might be 6 inches, 12 inches above the ground. So this is a good opportunity to build your decking around it. You couldn't do stones because it's still too much. It's the large lip.
Yeah.
But you can build a decking around it and it really feels like it's in ground.
Okay.
The difference with these is you're not going to go as deep. They might be 4 feet deep or something. So it's still like a wading pool.
Right.
You're going up a little bit larger, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're getting the same ambiance, but you're not getting that deep dive type of idea.
And how much are we talking about in terms of budget now?
So now we're touching about $20,000.
Oh, we're in the 20 grand already. Okay. Is there anything else you need to know about something like this? Are you getting permits in order to have this kind of pool? And do you need the permit if it's just the above ground that you just, you know, put on top of your lawn?
Yeah, that's the thing. You're going to need a permit for any pool you get.
Oh, you do?
You're definitely going to want to look into that.
Okay.
And I can't stress this enough. Every city, every municipality, rules are different.
Right.
Whether you need fencing and so on and so forth. So I would, before you do anything, start there.
Yeah.
Find out what's required from your city. Even if you're a couple blocks away from someone else who did one, find out what's required for your area, because sometimes there's rules that are grandfathered in that don't apply to you but apply up the street depending on when things were built.
So you might need a fence. You might, right? You might have to consider that depending on your municipality.
Yeah.
Everyone has different rules, and you're right, they've grandfathered a lot of this. So you've got to check and see. Also, tell your insurance.
Yes.
You got to tell your insurance, because having a pool on your property puts you maybe in a different class for insurance.
God forbid something happens and someone sues you or there's a claim, and the insurance will say, well, we didn't know you had one.
Yeah.
And then you're not covered, right?
Absolutely. Okay, let's take a look at this next pool. It's So lovely. Where are we now? We're in ground now, are we not?
We're in ground. And remember, these numbers are just for the pool, so all your landscaping is going to be additional. So we're in ground now. You can go deeper. You can go custom sizing, inserts. We're about $50,000 now.
$50,000. So when you say, if you were to just get like a standard pool, it's going to be a little bit cheaper than getting a custom shape.
Yeah, because you can do prefab ones like the one that I got, that they're pre-shaped. You buy it kind of off the shelf, they cut it and they drop it in.
Got it.
Whereas something like this, now they're actually going to come and they're going to form it. There's going to be concrete, there's going to be rebar, supports, and they're going to form it to your backyard.
That's beautiful.
So it's a
very nice. Okay, let's go to the next picture, and this is my home. No, it's not. It's my dream home. So you got a beautiful aerial shot there.
Right.
Where are we now? What kind of pool is this? And where?
Same as the last one.
Yeah.
But this is just showing you the customization that's possible.
Yes.
If you have a larger space, once they're there and they're cutting it around, they can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
So now we're pushing 120, 140, 150. You're really getting, again, that's just the pool. Your landscaping is going to send you over.
And what are you looking for in terms of landscaping? You did this in your yard. Were you looking for more privacy? Were you looking for, like, what were you looking for in terms of your landscaping?
For me, it was about zones. That's my favorite word. It's about, we want to be able to use the pool and have fun, but when the pool is just decoration, I needed X amount of space available to just lounge or entertain. Because a lot of times we're entertaining, we don't even go in the pool, but it's this there. It's really a nice ambiance to the So it's really about how you want to use the space.
I'm mad at you people that have a pool and don't use it, by the way. I will use your pool. I'll swim before breakfast, I will.
When we did our pool, I wanted an exercise element to that, because swimming is great exercise, but our pool's not really, really large. So to get a jet system, a current system where you can actually swim in spot, I do that in the mornings a lot to get a low impact workout. The pool itself is being dropped in, but the current and all those engines are installed beforehand. It's built in part, so you have to decide. You can't add it after, and then that creates that.
That's very cool. So this way, if you don't have the space for that humongous pool, you're still getting a workout because you've got that water rushing at you.
Pushing you. And it's a lot of fun for the kids as well.
That is so cool. I love that. Okay, finally we have a pic that we're going to show you. So this is another kind of a pool. What's happening here? So
this is a swim spa. So if you don't want a pool, this can actually go indoors, and it creates the same ambiance. So you can do the same current swimming. You get a lot smaller space. You can actually have that installed in your backyard on your deck and get the same swim.
Oh, it can be totally above ground
totally
and everything.
Above ground, just like doing a hot tub.
Huge thank you to Pioneer Family Pools for all of the pictures. Thanks for letting us into your backyard, Michael.